Did you have any
Walnut.
exciting sex while you were out here in LA? Or just the boring?
No, just the boring.
You didn't go to any sex parties?
I'll tell a future one. Though.
Okay, tell a future one.
I was at this sex party with Mr. Beast. He's a big YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I remember.
And he's really big about like giving out like monetary gifts, checks to people like
Lamborghinis.
low income people. And so he was like, we were at this sex party and he was just writing out checks to everyone at the sex party. But he said, you have to first before I give you the check.
Right.
So he had this little like vat of it was like a like takeout container, you know, like one of the flat black ones with the clear top.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like not the best for holding liquids because it's like, you know, it doesn't have a very deep receptacle. And so he was having me hold it and he was collecting all this and he's like, I have a really funny thing for you to do with the and I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll just like go along with it. He's like a big deal on YouTube or whatever.
Right.
And so he's getting all these
And
handing
he's
out
so
all these
generous.
checks. He's so generous. I had $100,000 to all these guys.
Oh, wow.
Low income for him is relative because, you know, he makes so much money. This was like Chelsea. It's like these guys have money.
Yeah.
But but so we fill up the receptacle and then he just pushes my face into it.
Did he ask you questions about yourself beforehand, and if you got them wrong, he pushed your face into it, or he just?
No, we've before,
Oh,
but
okay.
he just he.
It was just like a whipped cream pie. Like, that's what you wanted.
Yeah, it was his idea of a joke. I didn't really like it.
No,
Right.
of course not.
Are you gonna see him again?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a really good opportunity for me to be hanging around with Mr. Beast.
In
yeah.
Mr. Beast's crew. I heard Mr. Beast actually bought a town for everyone who's in his crew. And they all live together
And
in the town.
I'm about to get
to
one.
move in. A town?
A town.
Or a
Yeah,
house?
You're
A
I'm like
townhouse?
on the hook for one.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. How'd your skin look after that face full of
I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty great.
Yeah.
But you know, it's got tightening properties, it's got acidic properties. It was kind of like a peel.
Right.
So a lot of the guys were really old, so it was quite chunky and grainy. And so it did last for a few days. It wasn't easy to get off. But
It was probably easier for them to get off into the receptacle.
well, money is a big turn on.
Yes.
Money's a big turn on. He's a very powerful guy. And
Yeah.
he's not a terrible looking guy, you know?
No, I think if you like a wispy Rasputin type mustache,
Yeah.
it'll really get your engine revved.
A lot of these old guys in Chelsea really have Rasputin proclivities. They have
Yes.
a real affinity for him.
Yeah.
Because that song, that disco song, rah rah Rasputin.
Yeah, that's the one. It's,
so
I've
he
always
makes
thought
them-
as a total aphrodisiac. That's
Exactly.
Mhm.
So they have a real thing for that look.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And now, would you
I'm
say
so
that you might be
jealous.
dating Mr. Beast?
We're on again, off again. I'm trying to make it a little more on so that I can get the town.
Right.
As you say.
Now, do you think if there was a challenge where you had to hold your hand on, say, a Porsche or a Lamborghini
Or a hard
for I don't know,
the chair broke?
12 to 36 to 72 hours, and the winner of that would be able to be in a relationship with Mr. Beast? Do you think you would enter that kind of contest?
I hold his hand.
No, you hold your hand.
It's
on
like
a
a hand on a hard body.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and then whoever lasts the longest.
You
Yeah,
just
you-
yourself.
yes,
Yeah, you
exactly.
just-
That's nothing.
Hi, it's me, Meatball.
And I'm Big Dipper.
And we want you to subscribe and turn on notifications.
So you never miss any of our mom podcast content right here on YouTube.
Yeah, gays.